Hello, Jason Woodard here. I am finishing up my review on the Atlantis sword. This is my newest sword design, and this is the blade. After all the testing, all I had to do was re-edge slightly, but no serious damage. It has held extremely well. It is full tang, one piece of 3/16 steel, 1095, properly heat treated. The total length on this is 37 inches. The blade length is 24.5 inches. The blade width is 2.5 inches at the guard. Balance point is about 4 1/4 inch up the blade, so it's got a great balancing point. Real easy to swing and maneuver. The handle is made out of a maple, and it's got a nice leather wrap all the way down that stayed tight. It has held up extremely well. Very proud of it. Thank you guys for watching. And until next time, this is a Sword Buyer's Guide exclusive, handmade to order by Chris Palmer. I'm a huge Conan fan, so this is my version of it. Just a one solid piece steel. Love it. Thank you guys. All right, taking the Atlantis sword, I'm going to swing at this jug to see how sharp the edge is. Here we go. No problem. All right, taking the Atlantis sword, I'm going to stab it through this Jeep hood and strike it to see how the blade holds up. Now I'm going to strike it. Let's look at the blade. No real damage. Held up well. Next test. All right, taking the Doomsday Atlantis Barbarian sword, stabbing it to the top of the vehicle. See who wins. Here we go. Here's your sword after. Holding up very well. All right, taking the Atlantis to stab it through a modern day car to see how a Barbarian sword will hold up. So here we go. There's your tip afterward. Now I'm going to do a couple of whacks over here. Here is your edge after. Here is the car hood. Get close to that. Barbarian Atlantis, holding up well. All right, taking the Atlantis sword, and now I'm going to stab it through the steel drum to see how the tip holds up. So here we go. See here. Here is your tip afterward. No edge rolling. Held up well. All right. All right, here is my Atlantis sword. Here we go. See if I can cut this man. No problem. All right, taking the Atlantean, wearing the Conan themed helmet. Going to strike this 2x4 and see how it does. Here we go. Straight, solid, no issues. Next test. All right, taking the Atlantis Barbarian sword, I'm going to strike it against a bone the way a barbarian would. Here we go. That's too easy. Let's line up 3 big bones. All right, Atlantis sword, one more strike. My helmet, the Conan helmet, came a little bit loose, so I'm putting this one back on. So, 3 large chunks of cow bone. Let's see what happens when I smash at them. Here we go. Shattered. Sword's holding up well. No real issues. Straight, solid. Next test. All right, taking the Atlantis sword, I'm going to strike it against a Roman style helmet to see how it holds up. Here we go. Blade. No real edge damage. Holding up well. Next test. All right, taking the Atlantis sword, and I'm going to strike it against this steel drum to see how it holds up. So here we go. Other side. All right. Here is your edge. A little rust damage. No serious damage. Nothing a little grind won't take care of. But it remains straight, solid, held up well. On to the next test. All right, taking the Atlantis sword here, and I'm going to strike it against this metal pole to make sure it holds up. So here we go. Let's look at the edge here. No real edge damage. Held up very well. Leather's still good and tight. Blade is still straight. On to the next test. All right, taking the Atlantis sword, I'm going to strike it against this state-of-the-art katana. No, I'm just kidding. It's a cheap katana, so this shows you good tempered steel versus cheap steel. So let's see how it holds up. Here we go. All right, let's look at the difference here. Come on close. My edge versus this edge. Still straight, holding up well. All right, there we go. All right, my new design, the Atlantis, has held up to every test I've given it so far. I'm gonna do the last test, which is striking granite, which you should never do with the sword because it's gonna damage it no matter what it's made of or who made it. But this is just to show it's safe and it's not gonna come apart on you if you wanna use it for anything. So here we go. Got my horns ready, Barbarian. All right, here is the finished after striking it against granite, both sides. Slight edge damage, but no rolling. I just need to put it back on the grinder for a moment or two. It should be back to new. Didn't chip, didn't crack, didn't break, didn't bend. Still straight. Great balance. Great Conan sword. All right, bonus vid. Striking the Atlantis Conan sword, Barbarian style sword, against two katanas laying different angles on the bench. So here we go, see how the blade holds up. Well, you guys are gonna have to tell me what it looks like because my goggles are fogged, but looks like it held up okay. Still straight. Come look at the blades. All the abuse on mine today versus two katanas in it. Held up well. I will finish up my review and harsh testing with my final thoughts. Thank you guys for staying tuned and keeping watching. I appreciate it. Until next time. Hello, Jason Woodard here with the final thoughts on my newest sword design. This is the Atlantean, my version of a Conan sword. I always loved Conan. It's one of my favorite films. It got me into sword designing back in the late 80s, and I've been doing it ever since. I always loved that movie. I always loved this sword, so I wanted my own battle-ready version, and this one is full tang. One piece of steel. It is to my specs and measurement. It weighs quite a bit less than the film sword. The film sword weighed about 7 pounds. This one weighs about 4 pounds. It's got a great balance point, just a few inches past the guard. Performed really well. It held up to all of my harsh testing, striking it against wood, metal, bone, trash can. It cut standard mats also, cut through jugs, no problem. It's got a great edge. It's held up well. Nothing has come loose. Nothing's bent. Everything remains straight. Held up extremely well. This is a Sword Buyer's Guide exclusive, and these are made by Chris Palmer at Scorpion Swords and Knives to order. He does a great job. It's got great tempering. He also has this great black water buffalo sheet that you can get with it. It holds it really well. It held up great. It's already got lots of pre-orders. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting us. It's held up well. Really proud of this. Until next time, I'll see you.